Then the Most High gonna close the mercy gates, man. That divine influence of the mind gonna be cut off, man. Gonna be cut off, okay? Verse 9, and when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and the cloud received him out of their sight. What's that cloud? Right here. That's symbolic for this right here, so-called UFO. Okay? We know them as the chairs of Israel. Okay? That song, you can Google the word. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. That's talking about the fathership. And YAHAWASHI and the fathership. You can Google the word and it tell you about that, about the fathership, man. Okay? They say the mothership, but we say the fathership because it's the fathership. They exalt the woman. Okay? Like they do on this Mother's Day. Okay? You're supposed to honor your mother and your father every day. Okay? They exalt the woman and they go back to ceramics, man. Babylonian worship, okay? What they doing, okay? Doing their Mother's Day. And swing low, sweet chariot coming forth to carry me home. See, those songs right there was letting us know that those are the chariots of Israel and the so-called white man, him being the devil. And they come up with these movies in Independence Day 2, okay? They come up with these movies and they got those ideas out the Bible, man. But swing low, sweet chariot coming forth to carry me home. That's Israelites singing that song, okay? Singing that song to let you know those are the chariots of Israel, man. And they knew about them. They knew about it, man. And what the white man do is hide the reality of those so-called UFOs, and he calls unidentified objects. But they are the chariots of the Heavenly Father and His Son, and those are angels of the Heavenly Father and His Son, man. Okay? In those chariots, and the so-called white man knows it. But him being the devil, he hides the identity of the angels, of them being Israelites in their chariot, man, in them chariots. Right? And he make movies about little green men in them chariots, okay? Which he's the devil, man. So-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And the word devil means deceiver. Okay? This Acts 1 and 9. And when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. Just like when you watch Star Trek episode, or when you watch Star Trek movie, them being beamed up. That's how who the world in the recall Jesus was beamed up in the chariot, man. So they get their ideas out the Bible, man. That's how he left, and that's how he gonna come back in the chariot, big as a mountain. Okay. And it tell you that in Revelation, the 1st chapter. This and while they looked steadfastly toward the heavens, he went up, beholding 2 men stood. Behold, he went up. Behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel. Those were angels, right? Which, verse 11, which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into the heaven? Question. Because he went up into heaven. He left. He went into a far country, in other words. Going back to Matthew 25th chapter in the 14th verse. Right? The same YAHAWASHI, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. Okay? So he went into the heavens, man. So going back to Matthew, the 25th chapter, in the 14th verse, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country. So the Lord himself went back to the Heavenly Father, okay? And delivered to a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his good, his wealth, meaning his word, man. Okay? So he left, right? and went back to the Heavenly Father, and his servants, he gave him that word, okay? Which is his goods, which is his wealth when you look it up. Which is go back to the word. Because the word is the true riches. That's the true treasure, man. That's the true money. Okay? This Matthew 25 and 15. And unto one he gave 5 talents, and to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his servile ability, and straightway took his journey. So the journey they went on according to their ability and according to their talents, right? According to the word, the measurement that they got, they went on their journey. So they took it, okay? YAHAWASHI gave them the word, right? Because they were supposed to eat it up, digest it, get understanding, look up words, so on and so forth. So they took that word and they went on their journey, okay? First, they had that divine, they went on that journey with that divine influence of the mind, okay? That's that grace to think upon YAHAWASHI and continue and be occupied in that business. So they went on their journey, man, okay? Verse 15. And unto one he gave 5 talents, and to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his servile ability, and straightway took his journey. So in this truth, you got men that have different measurements. So no matter what measurement you got, you still have to do the work the best of your ability and be occupied and go get fruit for YAHAWASHI by pushing out this word, by gathering Israel, the elect, with this word, man. You got to be occupied in this word, man. You got to use your talent the best of your ability, man. Whether you have a large measurement or whether you have a small measurement, you have to do it, and you're going to suffer while you're doing it. Okay? And you're going to have to endure while you're doing it. Okay? This Matthew 25 and 15. And unto one he gave 5 talents, and to another 2, and to another 1, and to every man according to his servile ability, and straightway took his journey. Right? Verse 16. Then he that had received 5 talents went and traded with the same and made them other 5 talents. So he taught the word, he gathered fruit, right? And the guys that he taught the word to, right? They started doing the same thing that he was doing with the vibration of YAHAWASHI. So he was teaching the word, right? The one that got that talent, and he had 5 other guys that got that talent, and they started teaching the word too. They started being occupied in their business, teaching the word no matter what, suffering, going through it, and doing and being patient, you know, being angry, okay? Staying balanced, not making no move, but just continue to teach the word. And they was doing that, man, with the divine influence of the mind. They had that faith, man, okay, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. So they believed on his word, and they believed that they're supposed to go do the work, okay? And be examples, just like YAHAWASHI was when he was on the earth. Just like YAHAWASHI was when he was on the earth. Okay? Verse 20, Matthew 25 and 15. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to another 1, to every man according to his servile ability, and straightway took his journey. Verse 16. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same and made them other 5 talents. Verse 17. And likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained 2 other 2. So like, I'll read that again. Matthew 25 and 17. And likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. So that guy that had a smaller measurement, he still stayed occupied in the scriptures. did no matter what he had to do. He did what he did no matter what he had to do to get out the word, he done it, okay? And he got 2 other brothers, in other words, to teach and do the same thing. So they occupied, everybody occupied according to the scripture. Everybody occupied according to the scripture. So prophecy is being fulfilled. Matthew 5th chapter and the 14th verse on down is being fulfilled, okay? So the Heavenly Father, while it's being fulfilled, the Heavenly Father is looking at that and prophecy being fulfilled. So it's a matter of time before Yahawah send his son back. It's just a matter of time because prophecy being fulfilled. Brothers occupied pushing out that word, man, on the 4 corners of the globe, man, okay? With that divine influence of the mind and having faith, man, okay? Having that grace. This, Matthew 25 and 17. And likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. So he used the word, he was teaching, and other men used the word and they was teaching, right? That talent, they were using their talent. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. So the treasure that he had got, the word, what he did was he hid it. So he didn't go out there and teach. You know, he sat back, watched videos, didn't go tell Israel who they are according to the Bible. He didn't tell them their transgression. He kept the Passover, he kept the Day of Atonement, he kept Purim, okay? That's the guy that hid the Lord's money. He got an understanding of the Lord, okay? And he hid the Lord's money. He didn't go out there and teach. He might come on the comment board and comment every once in a while, okay? He might comment every once in a while on the video, and then he ain't teaching his people. Hey, y'all, what's your nationality?
Mexican.
You on this sign right here. You Issachar, according to the King James Bible. You ever heard of Quetzalcoatl? Never heard of Quetzalcoatl? You know about Cortez? You know about the Cortez and the Spaniards? That's how you're able to speak. That's how you're able to speak Spanish. Because the Spaniards came over and forced that language on you. Okay? Forced that language on you. According to the Bible, the Lord never looked like that according to the Bible. He's a so-called black man according to the Bible. Did you know that? Yeah, when you read the Bible, he's a so-called black man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read it. This the King James Bible. This Revelation 1 and chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool. That matched that right there? Does he got woolly hair? I'll read that again. This Revelation means revealing, to reveal something. Revelation 1 and 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. And his eyes were a flame of fire, meaning he had red eyes. His eyes red. And the reason why his eyes were a flame of fire because he was angry and he drank wine when he was on the earth. But when a man drinks a lot, his eyes turn bloodshot red. Okay? Yeah, that's the record. So, well, you get that. Yeah. And he said, and his eyes were as the flame of fire, and his feet like no picture of me. No picture of me. No, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass. Now when you look up that word brass, it goes into a Greek word copper, and the color of the copper is brown, okay? And then it says, as if they were burned in a furnace. Anytime you burn something, what's gonna happen? It's gonna turn charcoal black. So the Lord himself, who the world illiterate calls Jesus, is a so-called dark-skinned man, okay? I mean the so-called black man, okay? He's a dark-skinned man. That guy does not match what the Bible says. And here you go. This is how it would look. This is an artist's rendition, an artist's translation according to the Bible. That's how he would look according to the Bible. See his hair white like wool, his eyes are red, and it says his feet like unto fine brass. And when you look up that word brass,